What is going on, everyone? Hold on, y'all. It's a live show. It is what it is. You know what it is. First of all, thank you all for taking time out of your afternoon. Can you just let me know if you can hear me loud and clear? Because you never know. You know, when you're live, when you're doing things live and you're the producer, host, creator, all the things. Look, hold on. Clean off my glasses. My Lord. Happy Thursday, guys. Don't forget to like the video. We're live on Kempire Daily YouTube, the channel, and podcast. I do have a podcast, but you know, sometimes when people label you something, you're like, what? That's not how I would label me, but it is what it is. I do have a podcast, Kempire Radio. We do have a new episode coming out this week. Podcast. Hold on. All right. Welcome, guys. We are live on Facebook, TheKempire and Kempire Daily on Facebook. We're live on Twitch and Twitter there as well. We're live behind the scenes on TikTok. Thank you all for being here. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Let me just save this. And for those of you sending in super chats, I am saving them. I will get to them in just a second. I do want to remind people that this is our weekly recap of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. And don't forget, later today at 5:30 p.m. Eastern, 2:30 p.m. PST, 4:30 p.m. Central, we will be live to recap the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City, which was actually surprisingly and really interesting episode. And I'm looking forward to hearing what you guys have to say as well. But I know you all have taken a moment out of your lunch break to be here for our recap of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 12 finale. And honestly, I'm happy it's over. Honestly, okay, y'all know me already. Y'all know me already. The way y'all hype me up, I'm gonna have a bigger head than I already have. Okay. First of all, thank you to all of you that send love and support. I'm just going to just take all of that love. Because as I always say, it's always so much more love. It's like 99% love and 1% they just don't get you. They just don't like you. And that's okay. But the way you got, if you blink, you'll miss me on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. If you blink. Damn. If you blink. But if you were not in the room, you definitely heard me. You definitely heard me. Yes, I did know that I was going to be possibly, because here's the thing. I was supposed to be on something that Oprah was doing, and our interview was supposed to be featured on the OWN network years ago. And that never happened. So I don't talk about things until they actually happen. Hold on, let me just save these super chats. Guys, if I missed your super chat, I really do apologize. I'm trying to catch all of them and save them. So let me just save these while we're here. Thank you all for your support any way that you can by liking the video, sharing the video, all of the things. Hold on. Let me just save these. Hold on, y'all. Okay. All right. Back at this. So I did know that possibly they were going to feature a part of a video that I did on Kathy Hilton on the show. I didn't know what show episode. I didn't ask any questions. I was just like, okay, what do you want? Okay, let's talk. Look. So you have to sign off, especially when your physical appearance is going to be featured on a show. Apparently, that doesn't happen in the Netherlands because I was on TV in the Netherlands too. Okay? But that was months ago, and it was in regards to the Ricky Martin story that I did. And they used a lot more of me in their video. But international law is different, okay? I didn't know if we didn't have people that watch me in the Netherlands, I wouldn't have known. So, yes, I had to communicate with Evolution in regards to clearing me being featured on the show. So I knew that a small part, again, if you blink, you'll miss me. But you guys didn't miss. The way that my phone was blowing up. People from around the world, friends that I know in Europe were hitting me up. Ah, If you blink, you'll miss me. But you guys didn't miss me. So here's a couple of things. This recap is not about my 2 seconds on being on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills, because we have a lot to unpack in regards to this finale. All right. I just want to say thank you to all of you that have been sending love, support, even before being featured for 5 seconds on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. All right. So I appreciate that. What else did I want to say in regards? Oh, this is the other thing. I had written a letter because, a year ago this month, I quit my corporate job of like 15 years. A year ago this month, I wrote a letter saying goodbye to my colleagues. And one of the things I said in that letter was that, let me actually pull up exactly what I said, because I don't want to misquote what I said. So in my goodbye letter to my former colleagues, I literally said, "It is my hope the next time you see me, you will not only be surprised where, but proud because you know how far I've come." This is just the beginning. Yes, I'm going to speak that talk. Look, this is just the beginning. And this is a reminder to all of you that feel that you need to brown nose, suck up, and not speak your truth or be yourself, and that people will not recognize you regardless. That's what stands out to me. The amount of conversations and people that I know watch the show, even though I might drag Bravo, Andy Cohen, Evolution, Erica Jane, Lisa Rinna, Garcelle sometimes as well. Garcelle, what was up with the green lipstick? I can't with the green lipstick. What? Garcelle, that whole look would have been fierce, but she ruined it with the green lipstick. We'll talk. We'll get into it. So that is the biggest takeaway for me. The love and support from you guys, our community, it means more to me. You would have thought I am going to be at the reunion. You would have thought that they gave me a diamond. But I appreciate it. I appreciate all the love. So thank you all for continuously lifting me up and reminding me that just keep being yourself. Everything else will fall into place. Everything else will fall into place. All right. Let me say thank you, because we have quite a few super chats, and I want to make sure that, guys, if I missed your super chat, I apologize. We do have a lot of people in here, and I definitely appreciate all of the super chats. So let me just get to the super chats before we start into our Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap. Russ, thank you so much for the super chat. Russ says, "Love seeing two of my favorite content creators on Beverly Hills last night. I would love to see you and Zach Peter collab sometime." Also, congratulations to Zach as well. I didn't want to forget about that as well. Zach Peter was also featured on this episode of the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Congratulations to him as well. It doesn't matter if we don't agree on these reviews. One thing that I always say for our community, we don't have to agree, but we do need to respect each other. And that's one of the most important things. And Zach was celebrating me. I was celebrating him on social media. Congrats, Zach. All right. Thank you, Russ. And that's why Russ knows, because Russ has been watching. We don't have to agree. We can have a good old time, and we can still like each other's and support each other's work. All right. Hold on. Let me get to the next super chat. Let me just save this one. Again, guys, if I miss your super chat, it's not intentional. I am trying to catch all of them. So let me just catch these and say thank you. All right. Andy, thank you so much for the super chat. Andy says, "Only good thing about last night's episode was seeing Kempire." Andy, thank you so much. You guys are a mess. Julie, thank you so much for the super chat. Julie says, just have to start by saying, yes, you being on RHOBH last night, I was dying. They're watching you. Woohoo! Next up, let's see your reunion look. You know what? It would be better than what they're sporting in this reunion. Lord. Hold on, y'all. Let me put this up so you guys can see that. All right. Let me move this. Okay. Mama Allie, thank you so much for the super chat. Mama Allie says, "Were you just as surprised as us, or have you been keeping this huge secret from us? Is Bravo sending you an honorary diamond now? Congrats." I wasn't completely surprised. I didn't know what episode it was going to be featured on, but they did reach out, because you got to get cleared for stuff like that. So yeah, thank you, Mama Allie. Okay. Zoe, thank you so much for the super chat. Zoe says, "Can you please recap slowly? I'm still watching the show right now." Well, we haven't even gotten into the show yet. We haven't even gotten to the show yet. Use the next 20 minutes to update us on pop culture. There's a lot of stories that I haven't even gotten to today. After the live, I will be getting back to covering everything, all the things. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, Shan, thank you so much for the super chat. Shan says, "Hey, Kempire, you made an awesome appearance on the show last night. So proud of you. Also, will you have some Halloween Kempire merch with the elephant I need?" Noted. I will keep that in mind as well. Guys, be sure to check out the Halloween merch, Halloween and fall merch that is now available. This is some of it, Team Kempire. And then on the back, this one says twerking on the fence. So be sure to check that out at houseofkempire.com. All right. Mocha, thank you so much for the super chat. Mocha says, Kempire said, "Bitch, I'm worldwide for real. Congrats, Kempire, for being on international TV. You made it way before this, though." Thank you, Mocha. Shout out to my long times, my day ones. I appreciate you guys. Right, hold on. The chat is going very quickly. It's all right. Guys, we will get into our recap in just a second. I just didn't want to miss any of these super chats. We appreciate you guys supporting the channel. Annabelle, thank you so much for the super chat. Annabelle says, "Kempire, looking forward to see your reunion outfit." I was not at the reunion. I promise you. But if I was, I couldn't tell you anyway. Just saying. I'm not. Allison, thank you so much for the super chat. Allison says, "Kempire, did you think that most of the ladies looked better at Kyle's party than..." I was thinking the same thing, Allison. Their looks at the reunion versus their looks at Kyle's Princess Grace Foundation party. I was like, this is what you guys should have been wearing to the reunion. Oh my goodness. Also, do you think that Crystal's claim of Sutton's dark statement was foreshadowing of Kathy and Aspen? I don't know. I don't know if there's any connection to that, but maybe. Look. All right. Thank you so much, Allison, for the super chat. DGF, thank you so much for the super chat. DGF says you can hold water, Kempire. Oh, yeah, you know that term. You can hold water, Kempire. Not a peep nor a hint. Or did I? or did I? You might want to go back. But I, of course, would not confirm or deny any of that stuff. Amy, thank you so much for the super chat. Amy says, "As you said before, Kempire, Bravo is watching." Bloop. Thank you, Amy. Okay. All right, guys, we will get into this recap, but I do want to make sure I say thank you. Sonia says, thank you for the super chat, Sonia. She says, "I have to show Ronald, my little boy. He's going to scream when he sees your cameo. No, I don't let him watch Housewives. He loves him some Kempire." Thank you so much, Sonia. I appreciate that. Much love to him, too. Okay. Much love to Ronald. Hey, Ronald. Okay. Okay. All right, we're going to get to, let me just save these. Hold on, y'all. It's a lot today. It's a lot, and I appreciate all of this love. Let me just save this. Again, if I've missed your super chat, I apologize. It's not intentional at all. I appreciate everyone's love. Look, you guys don't have to send super chats. I mean, I'm going to take them because, look, y'all know we shimmy for a coin. Okay? All right. I think I got everyone. Let me read these super chats. Hold on. Okay. All right. Melinda, thank you so much for the super chat. Melinda says, "I know we all screamed Kempire when we saw you on our TV screens last night. A lot of you told me you were screaming." I was like, wow. Your poor family. Thank you so much for the super chat. Alim, thank you so much for the super chat. Alim says, "Yes, Kempire, hollered when you came on screen." All that hollering last night. Okay, let me just say thank you. All right. KK, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. She says, "Just simply congrats." Thank you. All right. We will get to this recap in a second, y'all. All right. JW, thank you so much for the super chat. JW says, "First, congrats. Second, interesting Kyle has tried to stir up so much drama all season, but now she wants to shut it down when it's about her." That's a good point. That is a good point. She's forever a producer, but now that it has real life effects on her family, she doesn't want to pursue it because she knows what it will mean for her family and her daughter Farrah's wedding that's coming up. That's a really good point. Thank you, JW, for the super chat. Miss Bernice, thank you for the super chat. Miss Bernice says, I wanted a bucket of water to throw on Renna, Wicked Witch, and an iron cross for Magnificent Erica last night. Thank you, Miss Bernice, for the super chat. All right. And thank you so much for the super chat. And then we're going to get to this recap, y'all. I apologize. For replay crew, it's okay. You can fast forward. Don't get too mad. All right. Auntie says, congrats again, Kempire. Real quick. Anyone know the tea on the surprise reunion guest who supposedly shows up that's making the rounds? No, no, and it's not me. Look, and it's not me. And I'm not the one that leaked the story or received the leak from the blogs. I mean, from the ladies. You think Erica Jane or her publicists are going to send me a story? Tracy, thank you so much for the super chat. Tracy says, forget them heifers. I was screaming my Taurus bro. My son came running asking what happened. All right, let's get to this recap. Because we've been live for almost 20 minutes. All right. Again, if I missed your super chat, I apologize. We'll get back to super chats in a second. Guys, don't forget, you can support the channel also by liking the video, sharing the video, subscribing to the channel. We hit over 176,000 subscribers over yesterday. Okay. Shout out to everyone watching on Facebook. I see you guys as well. I see you, Camille. I see you, Nathia. I see you, Lily, Sheena, Ella, Deborah, Miss Jazz watching on Twitch. Nadi, I see you. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like on whatever platform that you're watching on. Replay crew, as always, I want to know how you would rate this episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion. Like I said at the top of this, I was just happy that we were at the finale. And I thought it was a decent finale. And Mama Garcelle came ready. She came ready to produce. And I appreciate it. Seeing Garcelle and Kyle, the two producers of the show, producing a moment, I was just like, all right, I see you girls. All right, let me start at the top. This episode is called Not My Sister's Keeper because it's really all about the story that Kathy Hilton had some sort of meltdown in Aspen. And as you know, we've covered it. Our coverage of it was featured briefly on this finale. So was Zach Peters' coverage of this as well. But we all know when the Aspen trip went down, we were like, oh my goodness, what happened in Aspen? Because it just snowballed. And a lot of people were speculating that either Lisa Rinna or Erica Jane in this episode were the ones that leaked it. We're going to jump around a little bit. When Erica says, I don't know how to do that, to me, was her admitting guilt. Anyone else? As soon as she says, I don't know how to do that, I was like, Erica, you're not new to this, okay? Like, you're not new to this. You know how to leak a story or have someone else leak it. We know you're not going to get your hands dirty yourself and leak the story. Immediately, as soon as Erica said it, I was like, oh, Erica did it. And did Lisa Rinna know? Probably, because they've been in cahoots for forever. And I don't understand why. Maybe they're trying to form their own Fox Force flunkies, but don't be surprised if Erica Jane and Lisa Rinna tried to get Kyle kicked off this show. Kyle, you deserve everything that you get. Yep, you're gonna get it, Kyle. You deserve. Can you imagine the girls probably were gagging because these producers, they get to see the episodes, but reportedly they didn't get to see the last few episodes because allegedly Kathy Hilton and her attorneys had all the editing wrapped up. That's part of the reason why the reunion trailer, I think it's supposedly probably dropped already, but it's supposedly dropping today. That was part of the reason for the delay. Allegedly. It's because she's been, making sure that this edit is proper. Here's the thing. And I know there's been a lot of Team Lisa, Team Erica versus Team Kathy. Y'all already, yep. If you didn't know who I'm team, because here's the thing. Kathy Hilton could have had a meltdown and Lisa Rinna could be overly dramatic. Both of those things can happen at the same time. Lisa Rinna could be dragging this and trying to make a bigger moment out of this, and Kathy Hilton still could have had a meltdown. But I get it. Lesser of two evils. Because I do believe that Kathy Hilton has been trying to get this rumor shut down. Did she have a meltdown? Do I believe that she had a meltdown in Aspen? Yeah. But like Garcelle was saying at the end of this episode, some things are bigger than TV. See, that's what people love about Garcelle. She's not as fake and phony as the rest of these ladies. She's like, this is your family. And look, we also understand that family can be toxic. Some family you'll have to disconnect from. And maybe Kathy is one of those people. However, family versus Lisa Rinna, because if Lisa Rinna was like a real diehard, loyal friend who didn't just throw Denise Richards under the bus after knowing this woman for 20 plus years, then I could understand. Kyle trying to have her back. But Kyle knows what she's dealing with Lisa Rinna. She already told us in the last episode. She told us in this episode, when Lisa gets, she's like a dog with a bone. She's like a dog with a bone. But I get it. Kyle has to work with this woman. But Kyle likes to make it seem like she's actually friends with these people. Kyle, I hope your eyes are open to see who Lisa Rinna really is. She doesn't care. If anything, and I think that this is why Garcelle looks at Lisa Rinna very differently, the way that Lisa Rinna treated Denise Richards, her friend of 20 plus years, was eye-opening for everyone. They're like, whoa, if you would do that to your friend of 20 plus years, what are you going to do to me? All right. Let me say thank you, and then we'll get back to this.
Lies!
Oh, damn. Oh, damn. Lisa Rinna. We were talking about the Lisa Rinna. Melinda, thank you so much for the super chat. Melinda says, when you said thank you to Melinda to the other Melinda super chat, it threw me off. I was like, wait, did I? Wait, I did what? Thank you so much, Melinda. Cynthia, thank you so much for the super chat. Cynthia says, congrats. It was a pleasure to see you on my TV. Thank you so much, Cynthia. Appreciate that. Zoe, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, I just saw you on the show. Yes, Kempire, yes. Zoe's in the middle of watching the episode, y'all. Okay, 15 minutes to the end. Just talk about Dorit to pass the time. All her scenes are worth missing. She didn't have a lot of scenes, though. I mean, she did. I mean, Dorit looks good. I wish Dorit would have given us this for her reunion look, to be honest. Just saying. Dorit looks good. And they still have not caught the robbers. We'll get to the finalization. Akuna, thank you so much for the super chat. Akuna says, still trying to simmer Candace and Ye. Hey, my girl Claire. Oh, my girl Claire, Kenyon's representing. Let's just say Kathy is still my girl. Okay. All right. Thank you, Akuna, for the super chat. We appreciate you. All right. Okay. Guys, we have almost 2,000 people here for our Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap. Let me just say thank you to Julie. Julie, thank you so much for another super chat. Julie says, I don't believe Erica leaked it because she said that her and Nikki Hilton share the same publicist, allegedly. Receipts, Kyle, showing Rinna did it. We think people have loyalty in this business. I don't know about that. Rocky, thank you so much for the super chat. Rocky says, just sharing some good wishes for seeing you on screen. Fully flipped out mid-convo with my friend. Rocky, thank you so much. I appreciate that. Hold on. Thank you so much, Norma, for the super chat. Norma says, so proud, Kempire. Congrats, and much more, too. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right, back to this. Let's focus, y'all, because we have a recap to go through. So at the top of this episode, we have Garcelle hosting a Birkins and is it Birkins and Bubbles? No, Bubbles and Birkin. So it's a Birkin party. So Kyle was just like drooling this entire episode. All right. But of course, during any sort of party, they're going to be talking about all of the issues, specifically the Kathy Hilton story, the leakage of this story. And one of the things that Kyle says later in the episode is just like, there is a lot of detail being leaked to these blogs. Maybe. Hold on, y'all. Let me slow down the chat because I can't keep up with everything that you guys are saying. So let me just do that. And while I'm doing that, guys, be sure to like the video if you haven't liked it already. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. Okay. All right. Let me go here. And so this Birkins party, first of all, I'm glad Garcelle finally bought herself a Birkin. And she bought the yellow Birkin for like $14,000. And like Kyle said, in that moment, she's like, you can always resell it. I mean, you're not going to, but you could. That's the thing about a bag. Unlike some other things that people will, buy and then there really is no value to it. These bags actually have value, if not gain value. So I get it, especially if you grew up with not a lot. It's hard to kind of get that sort of mentality out of your brain, because Kyle was right. She was like, girl, you'll make that money back. I was like, that is why Kyle will continue to have money, and why people that have money have money. That is the perspective that they have on money. They don't have lack-minded consciousness. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me just do this. Let me slow down the chat. There we go. All right. That should be better for everyone's experience so that we can see each other's comments as well. Guys, if you haven't already, let's get to 1,000 likes. We have almost 2,000 people in YouTube alone watching, and we have multiple people watching on Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter. And we have quite a few people watching backstage on TikTok. All right, so back to this. So at this Birkins and party, Patrick, remember Patrick, Kathy Hilton's butler? So Garcelle says she borrowed Patrick for this event. And honestly, it was a pleasant surprise seeing him there because he's quite funny and entertaining. I love seeing Josh, Sutton's assistant, and Patrick talk about relationships. He's like, are you dating anyone? He's like, I'm like a flower. I'm going from this one to that one. And then, people assume gay and gay automatically. Ooh, maybe something. No. If you're gay, then you completely understood Josh when Josh was like, we've already had the conversation where this will only ever be friends. Who's the top? Who's the bottom? Just saying. Okay, for my lady friends, y'all probably like, what? It's these little side conversations that we miss because of these bigger conversations happening on the show. But it was not lost on me. All right. Hold on. Okay. Back to this. So, of course, again, like a lot of you were saying, I felt like the way that they looked at this party should have been the way that they dressed for the reunion. Not all of them. Sutton's Hermes scarves dress that she wore, I was like, oh my, okay, Sutton, we know that you're rich, okay? We know that you're rich. All right. Okay, I'm just trying to make sure I catch everyone's comments. All right. So there's a few conversations that happen at this party, all right? So Kyle feels awkward seeing Rinna because Rinna is still a dog with a bone and still bringing this whole situation up. At one point, Rinna and Kyle have a conversation. She's like, Kathy really needs help. And this is why people can't rock with Rinna on this, because I think a lot of people do believe that maybe something happened with Kathy Hilton in Aspen, and maybe she did have a meltdown. And I know a lot of you are saying a lot of these ladies have meltdowns. All right. But she is like a dog with a bone, and she's being so overly dramatic with it. I think Rinna played her cards wrong with this situation, because if she wanted to get people on her side, I don't think she was able to, because she was so overly dramatic with it. Later in the episode, she says, if I don't get this off my chest, it could give me cancer and I die. Even Madam Diana New Money Jenkins was like, she did not say that. She did not. She said it. I was just like, girl, y'all just don't know what to say. And if it's such an issue for you, Rinna, go to therapy. If it's weighing on your soul, if everything that Kathy Hilton said that night is weighing on your spirit and your soul, go to a spirit. I'm sure Whitney Rose can give you a good person for the getting the energy off of you. I'm just like, she was so overly dramatic with it. And that's all. And this is why people are just, they can't rock with Rinna, because it's like, no, now you want to take, you just want to have a moment at the expense of a real family that has real issues. They have not spoken. There was a period of time where Kyle and Kathy did not speak for years. So their relationship is already on thin ice. And Kyle just wants to get over it because she wants to keep the family together. Again, this episode just confirmed to me the rumors that Kyle takes all the blame at the reunion, allegedly, just so that she can keep the peace with the family. Just so she can keep the peace. Someone said, Chocolate Chuck says, what soul? Oh my goodness. All right. So Kyle and Garcelle catch up and they talk about Kathy and what's going on with Kathy and what happened in Aspen, but confirms to us that quite a few of the ladies did not hear what happened in Aspen because whatever happened at the club, it was very loud. All right. So all we have to rely on anything right now is Lisa Rinna, who doesn't have a lot of credibility. Sidebar. Yes, all of a sudden, now all of the racist and problematic tweets and lawsuits and video of Lisa Rinna is coming back up. If you guys forgot, I did a video when Lisa Rinna attacked the ladies of the Real Housewives of Dubai. I covered a lot of the things. Did I cover every single thing? No. Because at the time, we were talking about what we had in front of us. Yes, more tweets have surfaced, but we did talk about it. I think some of the things that she said were even far worse that we actually know of and actually have video proof. Just saying. So you thought I was going to forget about... So Lisa Rinna, let's talk about those things. You want to talk about all the things that Kathy Hilton said that she needs to get help for. You might need to just focus on your own health, especially if you felt like everything that Kathy said to you is going to cause you to get ill and die. Girl, then I think it's time for you to get some therapy so you can release that. If you expect releasing it on this show, releasing it for a storyline, releasing it on your friend, Kyle, that's not going to help you. It's not. All right, let me take a sip. All right, so what else happened at this Bubbles and Birkin party? First of all, it's never lost on me, Kyle and her tacky, crazy way when she gets around expensive things and running after Sutton with that Birkin. Okay. What else happened in this episode? Oh, okay, Sutton. I don't know, but here, maybe there's more to the story. Sutton talks about dating, and she was talking to a guy on Bumble, and how mid-conversation, all of a sudden, the phone goes dead, and she has to, she sees that the text message goes from blue to green. Immediately, I thought, maybe his phone died. Maybe his phone died. But then, she's calling it the Bumble, so I didn't think automatic because she's like, oh, he blocked me. I'm guessing since she hasn't heard from him since that time of the phone going dead, that maybe, look, the best of us have been, what's the word? What's the term? I can't even think of the term right now. Oh, I can't even think of the term when someone just stops calling. You guys will remind me in the chat. So, the Bumble. Anyways, these little side moments I'd like to bring up just in case we forget to talk about them later. All right? So here's the thing. Garcelle's reaction when Lisa Rinna is talking about Kathy Hilton and how she is, quote, shook, and the producers, shout out to the editors, and thank you for editing me in. Shout out to the editors for bringing up every moment that Lisa Rinna was like, I'm so shook, I'm so shook, I'm so shook. And she said it multiple times in this episode as well. The truth is if Lisa Rinna was shook, we would see a completely different side to Lisa Rinna. This is not Lisa Rinna being shook. Just saying. All right. Guys, I will get to your super chats in a second. I just want to get through this episode of The Real Housewives of Beverly Hills finale. I'm just happy this season is over. I'm ready for the reunion and seeing what the reunion will be. Ghosting. Thank you. Ghosted. I couldn't think of the term. We've all been ghosted at some point or ghosted someone. Okay. Okay. All right. So Lisa and Erica discuss someone leaking this Kathy breakdown. So this is when you may remember, and at this point, it's like old news. This Kathy Hilton Aspen breakdown, she's downplayed it in an Instagram live interview. Okay. So they talk about it. And this is when they play Zach Peter. I'm talking about it on his podcast. All right. Lisa says that Kathy is trying to silence her. I think we're all trying to silence you, Lisa, at this point. We're just like, oh gosh, Lisa Rinna, you really are like a dog with a bone. You just won't let certain things go. And no one's saying that you shouldn't call Kathy Hilton out if she had a moment, but you made it seem like she did the worst thing ever, and it's been consistent. And I hate that the fact that you're comparing Kathy Hilton's meltdown with everything that Erica has done. Erica, and I get it, it was her husband that stole from victims, but your behavior and your attack of your fellow castmates in their face on camera is a whole other thing. And it wasn't just one meltdown. It was a few. It was a few meltdowns from last season and this season. But of course, they want to get the heat off of Erica. They want to get the heat off of Lisa Rinna and her own personal story. And I'm not talking about, may she rest in peace, Lois. I'm talking about her daughter wanting help from her mom and not getting it. Just saying. All right. Thank you so much, Adam, who's been a member for 4 months of the channel, all the way from Dubai. Says, congrats, Kempire. Haven't been able to catch a live in a while, but couldn't miss this one. P.S. Any updates on next season's cast? Nope. Usually they don't really know. Our contracts don't normally go out until after the reunion. So no confirmation on who's coming back. There's lots of rumors about who's not coming back for next season, like Lisa Rinna. Okay. I can pretty much tell you that Madam Diana Jenkins is not coming back. I just can't see it for her. Even though I have to say these last few episodes, she said things that made me go, damn it. I wish I could have liked you. But there were far more worse moments with you and boring moments with you than there were entertaining. Just saying. All right. Let's move on. Okay. So Kyle hosts the Princess Grace. I found it to be interesting how they had the Bubbles and Birkins party and they had the Kelly bag, which is named after Princess Grace. I was like, I thought that was so interesting, the connection to this whole Princess Grace Foundation, which is, selling luxury items and things like that. And all the proceeds are going to charity. Awesome. These charity events. But this charity event had a normal name. Okay. All right. So this is the last party. As you may recall from the blogs, Kathy Hilton did not attend this party. According to Kyle in this episode, she says, oh, Kathy's out of town. Do I believe that? No. I don't believe it. Kathy probably, because of all the heat and all the blogs were talking about this, and she saw after her interaction with Lisa Rinna that Lisa Rinna was not going to let this go, and Lisa Rinna was going to make a moment of it at this party. We know Lisa Rinna was going to make a moment at this party about this situation. All right. So at the party, so Kyle and Garcelle have a conversation about this because Garcelle actually spoke to Kathy, and Kathy's upset about all of what the blogs and in publications are saying. So Garcelle and Kyle have a really nice moment. I'm glad that Garcelle and Kyle seemed, after their conversation about some of their issues, that they were able to move forward. And I like the producing partners. That's what I'm going to call them, producing partners, because they're both producing moments on this show. All right. But I liked their conversation, and I like how Garcelle, who for me is a real person, and she's not trying to act for this show, even though she's an actress. And she's just like, this is your family. Okay, you forgive her? Okay, let's move on. Why is Lisa trying to make this a thing if you've forgiven her? Who knows? Lisa has her reasons. All right? She needs a moment. She didn't have a moment all season. Remember early in the season, we had a few episodes of Lisa Rinna not being there? Just saying. All right. So Kyle and Garcelle have their own conversation about this, and Kathy being upset about this. So for me, Kathy being out of town was no, she just didn't want to film because we saw how Lisa was trying to come for Kathy in that moment. Even though Kathy was like, I apologize, she's like, no, I'm going to continue to drag this out. So if you come to this party, I'm going to drag this out too. I don't blame her actually for not showing up, because with someone like Lisa Rinna who has nothing to lose, you just never know what she might say. And if she's going to say all the things that allegedly that Kathy said in Aspen. All right. So Garcelle, producing partner, decides to bring it up to the ladies. Okay, they have this sit-down dinner. Cute. Garcelle and Kyle are talking. At one point, Kyle and Crystal are talking about everything that happened. And Garcelle, Crystal, the realists. I know we don't love Crystal on the show. We've given her 2 seasons to get it together and really show up for us, and she hasn't. But these are the moments that I can appreciate Crystal. She's a real woman. And these are the ones, because they're like, that's your sister. Look, there's a lot of stuff. I know we're filming a show, but that's your sister. This issue of what may have went down in Aspen is not as big as you trying to maintain and keeping your family together. That's why I appreciated Garcelle and Crystal in this episode. So Garcelle decides to confront Elisa on this issue. And this is where I was a little uncomfortable. I don't know about anyone else, but when Garcelle brings this up to Lisa, and I feel like Garcelle was being very calm about how she's bringing this up. She's not yelling at anyone. She's not accusing anyone, but she's like, I feel as if that, why do you need an apology for what Kathy did? And Lisa's like, what did she say? She's like, I sense that you have an attitude. And I'm thinking to myself, why do you feel like she has I was very uncomfortable in that moment. It felt like a microaggression, but I know what you guys are going to say. No, not you guys, but it felt like, and this is why Garcelle is so afraid to be combative with these ladies, because it becomes, oh, you have an attitude. Mind you, how many episodes ago we see Lisa Rinna screaming in her backyard at Sutton? Now that's an attitude. Anyways, so we have that conversation, and Kyle is just like over it. She's like, my sister apologized. I just want to move on. This is when she says that I feel as if, with Lisa, she's like a dog with a bone. She just won't let it go, even though Kathy has apologized. So it's not like we haven't talked about this issue or what might have been said. It's the dragging out of this situation. And it's not giving Lucy Juicy, Apple Juicy, whatever the damn storyline that was. That was a stupid storyline. At least we're dealing with like a real person here. You know what I mean? But it also feels like they're dragging it. They are so dragging this whole situation. All right. Yvonne says it was a microaggression. That's what it felt like. That's what it felt like. And this is part of the reason why Garcelle holds back in regards to her opinion. But she was coming for Lisa because she's like, I feel like you and Erica, Garcelle's opinion is that they're trying to distract from Erica's issues. She's like, oh, now we're not talking about Erica and her legal situation. And it's true. They're not. And then later in the episode, we have Kyle say there's someone in the group leaking information to the blogs. All right. All right, let me get to the super chats, guys, because we have quite a few. If you're just joining us, don't forget to like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. If you're part of the replay crew, as always, I want to know your thoughts on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 12 finale. What did you think of it? What was your opinion of it? Let me know in the comment section. All right. Andrea, thank you so much for the super chat. Andrea says Kyle's eyes are now open. She finally sees that Erica and Lisa are not her friends. Next season, we kick Diana to the curb and bring in Kimora Lee and see how the group dynamic is. Here's the thing. Kimora Lee, I've talked about this during my recap. Kimora Lee is intentionally talking about Beverly Hills. Yeah, do I believe they've asked her to be on the show? Yes. Of course, why not? But now she wants to be on the show. Have you not been keeping up with the Kimora Lee versus her ex-husband and allegedly stealing from him? So Kimora wants to be on the show. I don't know if their money situation is not moneying, but she's intentionally bringing this up on these and I know you're thinking, oh, they're asking her. Publicists. They let their publicists do their dirty work, very, very much like what Erica allegedly did with her publicist. I don't know how to do that. Of course you don't. You have your publicist do it. Just saying. Thank you, Andrea, for the super chat. McCone, thank you so much for the super chat. McCone says, was supposed to say a case of dramatist. Oh, wait, I think this is, oh, here we go. This is your original super chat. I got sick from what she said. I had a case of dramaitis. There we go. Thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you supporting the channel. Tracy, thank you so much for another super chat. Tracy says, Lisa was willing to break a glass and go after Kim Richards. I know she's not scared. Lisa, get some sticky notes and fold your Kleenex and get over it. Damn. All right. Jordan, thank you so much for the super chat. Jordan says, Kyle's face when Rinna and Erica were going in. Yes, because Kyle was just like, we'll get to that conversation in a second. So thank you so much for the super chat, Jordan. Hold on. Semhar, thank you for the super chat. She's like, can we have a second live just to celebrate? If I had the time, I would, but thank you. Thank you. I appreciate that, Semhar. Thank you for the super chat. Rocky, thank you so much for the super chat. Rocky says, just sharing some good wishes for seeing you on screen, fully flipped out mid-combo with a friend. Oh, I think I read this already. Thank you, Rocky, for the super chat. Mrs. D Green, thank you for the super chat. Don't believe it, but she's protecting her sister. See? Okay. MG, thank you so much for the super chat. MG says, also, I think Buddy Googled Sutton during the convo, saw Housewives, and was like, absolutely not. Good point about the guy that blocked her, allegedly. All right. Exactly. Thank you for the super chat. Exactly says, if Kathy has tantrums all the time, Lisa, why is this the first time we've heard of it? And sidebar, I did see that Kathy Hilton posted a video of her, LaToya Jackson, and oh my goodness, Nicole Richie's mom, hanging out, and they've been going back and forth on social media saying, I've known Kathy for years. Again, this is Kathy. You know, she's doing her own publicity, PR situation, damage control as well. I can see that too. But look, they've known her a lot longer than Lisa Rinna, okay? EJ Global LLC Puffy Lip incorporated this scheme that Todd set up. Exactly. Thank you for the super chat. All right. MG, thank you so much for another super chat. I hope Garcelle got a cast and producer check this episode because sis clocked in. Did they send you a super chat? Yes, Cameo. Thank you, MG. Hold on. Let me just save these other super chats, guys. Let's get to 1,000 likes. We have over 2,500 people here. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed and get your Team Kempire. You don't have to be Team Kempire, Team Kathy or Team Lisa, but you can be Team Kempire, all right? houseofkempire.com. More links are available in the description of this video. All right. Let me just save this. All right. Let me just say thank you, Allison. Thank you for the super chat. Allison says, one last question. Did you two get a kick? Oh, did you two get a kick out of Crystal's brother asking for a girl? I know. Thank you for reminding me about that. I feel like her brother has more personality than her. I'm just saying. Side note, appreciate you so much, Kempire, and your recaps and your humor you bring every day. In dark times, you are light. Thank you so much, Allison. I appreciate that. All right. Diana, thank you for the super chat. Diana says, as a cancer survivor and at hospice with my dad at the moment as he battles cancer, Rinna can rot. Kempire was the best part of the episode. Keep shining. Damn. Thank you, Diana. And don't forget, guys, we are raising money this month for breast cancer awareness for the Black Women's Imperative. Be sure to check out the last video, Replay Crew. You should be able to see it somewhere on the side here. Please feel free to share, donate, whatever you can. All right. Thank you, Diana, for the super chat. Unique, thank you for the super chat. Unique says, so when Lisa asked the ladies if they can confirm what happened at the house, they all said no, which means Lisa's the snitch leaking stories. Congratulations, Kempire Boo. Thank you so much, Unique. Yeah, I mean, she felt like she was saying something there, but then it was like, how are these people getting all the details? And according to Kyle in this scene, she's like, well, according to my source, and they showed me information that Erica's publicist is the one leaking the story. But according to Erica, like, Nikki and I share a publicist. Why would she do something like that? You tell me. Thank you for the super chat, Raul. Happy to see you on RHBH. Hello from Spain. Thank you so much, Raul. Appreciate that. Shout out to everyone watching from around the world. We appreciate you guys. BM, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, Kempire, congratulations on your feature on the finale. I literally screamed when I saw you. Blessings on blessings. Thank you so much. All right. All right. Louisa, thank you so much for the super chat. Louisa says, Rena sank to a new low. Dying of cancer. Yeah, with that dying of cancer remark. Like, they don't really get how tacky saying stuff like that is, because there are people that are living with cancer or dying from cancer as we speak. So the fact that you're saying that, oh, if I don't get this off my chest, I'm going to get, you don't have it though. Okay. Kadada, thank you so much for the super chat. Kadada says super sticker. Thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you. All right. Again, guys, if I missed your super chat, I apologize. I do see that we had a couple of super chats up here. Julie, thank you so much for the super chat. Julie says, need to be part of the replay crew. You need to do a live just for the congratulations super chats. Garcelle's lipstick awful. Kyle 100% pot stirrer by bringing it back up. Bravo producers still think Kathy Hilton is a sniper from the side. Rated a 10. All right. Thank you for the super chat, Allison. I already got to that, right? Yes. All right. And again, guys, if I missed your super chat, I apologize. And thank you for the super chat. She says, it's only fitting you appear in an episode about Birkins and diamonds. Welcome to Beverly Hills. You know what, Ann? Thank you so much for the super chat, guys. If you haven't already, you can like the video. It's an easy and free way of supporting the channel. If you are a member of the channel, Royal Court member, I'm going to drop the call-in link right now on the community tab, so you can call in and share your thoughts on the episode. Let me just do that right now. All right. And if you are a Team Kempire member, I'm going to drop the call-in link in just a second. Shout out to everyone watching on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, TikTok behind the scenes. We appreciate you all being here for our Real Housewives of Beverly Hills recap of the finale. Replay crew, what did you think of the finale? How would you rate the finale? I thought the finale was solid. I do think that it was solid. At the end of this, after Garcelle confronts Erica and Lisa about this, it leads to another conversation. Kyle's just like, I'm done talking about this. We're not going to get anywhere. At one point, she's like, let me come into the lion's den. If that's how you view your friends, Kyle, that says a lot. That says a lot to me. All right? All right. So one of the other things that they talk about is once they go inside, this is when Kyle reveals that this is what I've heard from people of who's leaking these stories, because she said whoever's leaking the stories has to be within the group because of the extreme amount of detail, that is being shared. But according to Erica, she's like, she wants Kathy Hilton called out. She's like, if I'm being called out all season, Kathy should be called out as well. So she really, this is your friend. This is supposedly your friend, Kyle, saying this. She wants her, and supposedly this is your friend's publicist doing the leaking. But usually the leaks are really, I mean, it could be the publicist, but it could also be whoever's at these parties too. Because apparently a lot of things were leaked from Erica's overly priced hair extension party. I really believe that it is Erica. I believe that it's Lisa Rinna. Who else could it be? But I also believe that the reason why some of these stories were squashed was because Kathy Hilton got involved. She didn't like the narrative. Because remember, Kathy Hilton during the last season was celebrated. She didn't have all of this drama, and she liked it. But we already knew the longer she stayed around these women, the lion's den, we already knew that it was going to be a mess for her. It wasn't going to be so hunky-dory. Just saying. All right, let me take a sip, y'all, because I've been talking a lot, and I'm going to give everyone else an opportunity to call in and share their thoughts. My mods say that we need to get to 1,200 likes before that we go live, but I'm going to say 1,250 because we have over 2,500 people watching on YouTube alone, quite a few people watching on Facebook, Twitch, and Twitter, and quite a few people watching on other platforms. All right, let me just save these super chats, y'all. I cannot even keep up. I can't even keep up. Don't forget, we will be live though later today for our Real Housewives of Salt Lake City recap at 5:30 p.m. Eastern. So stay tuned for that. The link is available, so set your reminders for that. Let me take a sip. And then callers, short and shady, and I mean it. Remember, there are people waiting behind you. Let's be respectful of everyone's time. All right? So short and shady, to the point, the most pressing thing that you want to say in regards to the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills season 12 finale. All right? All right. Before we get to the callers, let me just say thank you, Toya. Thank you so much for the super chat. Toya says, the party folks knew nothing about Tex. Ruth, thank you so much for the super chat. Ruth says, honey, seeing you on made me want to do a conga line. Don't bring up conga lines. Don't bring up conga lines. Thank you so much for the super chat, Ruth. Kia, thank you so much for the super chat. Kia says it's the overacting, like Kathy needs to be on a psychiatric hold for me. I need Kathy to say, let's talk about the husbands on the reunion. I think that's where Lisa Rinna and Erica lost us, especially Lisa Rinna. It's like, you think that she needs professional help because of this meltdown? All right. Honestly, at this point, I'm tired of talking about it. I'm going to be honest with you. And I'm sure some of you are, because Aspen was so hyped up. At this point, it's like, really? This is what we're talking about all season? And we really don't even know what was said. We don't even know what was said. And the accusations that it may have been a homophobic slur or a racial slur. And it's not lost on me that Kathy Hilton pulls out her black friends. Just saying. But it's not lost on me. All right. Just Stacy, thank you so much for the super chat. She says, I got up at 6 a.m. to watch on Peacock after seeing your Twitter post about being on the show last night. Get it, Kempire. Thank you so much, Stacy. All right. Maz, thank you so much for the super chat. Maz says, if I'm Kathy, I'm admitting, apologizing, and forcing them to move on. Her trying to keep it under wraps is making it worse. Well, I think part of it, she is apologizing. We just don't know what she's apologizing for. We're like, we heard you had a meltdown, but what did you say? Lori, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you supporting the channel as well. All right. I need to get to these callers. So all these other super chats, guys, I'm going to hold off and we will get to them in a second. Replay crew, as always, I want to know your reaction to all of the things. How would you rate the season overall? Live chat, how would you rate the season overall from 1 to 10? All right. Let's get to some callers. Let me just switch this. Hold on. All right. Let's get to some callers. Callers, again, no profanity. Please be short and shady. We do have a line of people waiting to share their opinions. So when I say short and shady, I mean short. Okay. All right. And if you are a Team Kempire member, if you are a Team Kempire member, I have dropped the call-in link for you as well. Once we get to 1,250 likes on YouTube, I'll drop the call-in link for people there. If we don't, it's fine. I got to go anyway. We got plenty of other things that we need to be talking about and stories that we need to be talking about. And I'm sure at this point, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion trailer may have dropped. Supposedly, it's supposed to drop today. All right. Let me get to some callers. Tatiana, I'm going to bring you up for a short and shady comment. What's going on, Tatiana?
Oh, not me on the phone with a celebrity. Hold on.
Stop.
Hold on.
You're a mess.
I saw you on the screen, and I was screaming, and my fiance was like, what's going on? I said, that's Kim. He's like, who is that? I said, you see all them on the credit card statement, all them Googles, them little Googles, whatever. I said, that's who that is right there. He's like, look, at least he on TV. He's like, I can't even complain because he's on the TV. But real quick, I think out of last night's episode, what kind of caught me, I think when Kyle stepped away, when she went to go take off the jewelry,
Mm.
and when Erica and Lisa were like, "Hey, we're gonna leave," the fact that when they were leaving, they were still talking mess and very kind of like, "Well, it's out now." It's like you're still not hearing your friend
Yeah.
because you should have just left. You shouldn't have said anything, and they didn't know that Kyle was right there. That's what I think. That's why Kyle had came around the corner and was like, hold on, what are you talking about? But when it's like when Lisa was leaving out and she was just like, well, I guess it's out now. Like, no, you know what you've been doing. And
Mm.
Kyle hopefully sees you for who you are. I still don't rock with Kyle because it's a little too late for me. But I do appreciate how Kyle was like, no, like this is not okay.
Yeah.
And so yeah, that's all I gotta say. Let me hop off.
Thank you, Tiana. We
But I
appreciate
see you, celebrity. I see you.
You're a mess.
Look at you. Look at you.
You're
Where
a
the
mess.
Emmy at? Where's the Emmy at? Go
Goodbye.
get the Emmy.
Goodbye. Tiana. See, look, I'm gonna let you guys say all these things because trust and believe, there's someone out there. You were only on there for 5 seconds. I know. I make the joke. If you blink, you'll miss me. But I appreciate all of the love from you guys. All right, let me get to some more of the callers because I want to get through everyone. But no promises. No promises. Okay, Nia, I'm gonna bring you up for a short and shady comment. What's going on, Nia?
Hey, instead of putting podcast, they should have put the king of pop culture. If we gonna put a name, let's get it correct. Anyway, so I wanted to talk about this because I think what is happening is we're seeing the Fox Force or whatever they're called. They're dismantling right in front of our eyes.
Mm.
I think that Kyle saw something that really hurt her to the point she was trying to keep her composure the whole entire time.
Mm.
I'm gonna be honest, this scene, I watched it over so much because I was like, this is the realest I ever seen a like a reality TV show from like Bravo where it's just raw.
Mm.
No edits. They were showing everybody's emotions. They were showing the behind the scenes, people hearing things. And I really have a problem with Dorit trying to tell Kyle not to bring it up or that she should have never brought it up because she should have.
Mm.
This is Kathy's her sister. Like, I don't think people understand is like when it comes to your sibling, even me, I remember I got into an argument with my mom and she didn't let me speak to my siblings for a year.
Wow.
And that was very hard. She didn't speak to her siblings for close to 10 years. You have to understand that that is a sore spot for Kyle because it's like she never defended Kim and everybody got on her for that.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm pretty sure her sisters got on her about that too because Kathy didn't just speak about Kim out of nowhere. That's something they didn't forget.
Yeah.
So to keep Kyle in the circle is on how she defends her sisters or how she lets other people come and attack her sisters.
Mm. All right.
Lisa, one last thing. Lisa and them, I feel like Lisa used Erica's publicist to get rid of like saying that it was her to try to like get people confused.
Mm-hmm.
Like, so because all this information that they were saying, only Lisa would know. So how did Erica publicist get to it? You know what I'm saying? It's trying to like hide her tracks. But we see what you were doing, Lisa.
It's very obvious. All right, Nia. Thank you so much for calling in.
No problem. Bye.
Bye. All right. Rakita, I'm going to bring you up next. What's going on, Rakita?
Kim, when I tell you how I hollered, and let me tell you, I'm hollering. My husband comes out. He's like, "What's wrong?" I said, "Oh my God, my cousin on TV! My cousin on TV!" And he was like, "That man don't know you." I was like, "You a hater. Let me go get my Team Kempire sweatshirt and cold as water bottle. My cousin on TV." No, real quick. All I want to say is seeing them Birkin bags and my boy on the television. That's all I took from last night's episode. That's all I took. That's all I got.
Okay. The Birkin bags were nice. The Birkin bags were nice.
Now listen, them Birkin bags, I was like, okay, this is what this show should be about. These Birkin bags and my boy Kempire.
Oh.
But that's it. Love you. Bye.
Take care. Bye, Rakita. All right. We're going to bring up Candace next. Hold on. What's going on, Candace?
Hey, superstar, how are you?
I'm well. How are you?
Let us gas you up, Kempire. Let us gas you up because it's so deserved.
Thank you.
Um, Real quick about this episode, Kyle and Erica are you remember when Erica called Lisa Vanderpump a sniper from the side
Mm.
all those years back. She's the real sniper from the side, and Renna is too. I do believe with not the previous caller, but the caller before that, Renna probably used um, Erica's publicist to get out the information because the information is so detailed
Yeah.
that I don't. That whole thing is messy, and I think it's when you come in between a family, you have got to be a special kind of just that has to be some kind of evil darkness in your heart.
Mm.
From what she was saying to Kathy, I think that goes for Renna. But Garcelle is the friend that Kyle needs.
Mm.
And I hope that Kyle recognizes that Garcelle is kind of the one that's just like, this isn't right what y'all doing. This is real life. This is a family. Like this goes past this little TV show.
Yeah.
This is these people's family. And once you come between sisters, that's something that you just shouldn't do. And with not Erica, with Renna losing her sister in the past, you would think she would be a little bit more sensitive
Mm.
to doing that, especially if you say Kyle is your friend. But
Yeah.
this was the best episode because our little Kempire was on it with his dimple show, and I just really appreciate it. Just congratulations with everything, Kempire.
Thank you so much, Candace. Take
All right,
care.
let us gas you up, okay?
I will. Thank
All
you.
right, bye-bye.
You guys are hilarious. All right, our backstage is full. Again, everyone's short and shady. I'm not trying to be rude. Short and shady, so everyone can have a chance, or we'll just have to cut people off. Just saying. And that, when I say cut people off, I mean that we won't take all callers. All right? All right. I think this is Catherine that's backstage, but it says Garcelle's green what?
Garcelle's green lipstick. You
Oh,
gotta
damn.
Stop it. That is me.
I forgot to talk more about that.
Yes, you are a superstar. Let us continue to gas you up.
Thank you.
But I have unpopular opinion. It's coming. I feel like Garcelle is overproducing.
Okay.
She was hosting that last party like we were still on the real. I feel like the best thing she did say to Kyle was that if she wants to move on with her sister, let her move on, ignoring all those other opinions. And I feel like that's true. She didn't need to hear all that other noise and clatter from everybody else because she has had like real problems in the past. But although all that extra stuff, she was going beyond Kyle levels of producing moments. Because Kyle is a producer, but she also has a real story. Yeah. And I feel like the sister is the real story. And she does come with like stories like every season. Whereas Garcelle doesn't have like a story at all. She didn't have a story last year. She's just kind of blah.
Okay.
And we do love her, but it's kind of wearing thin on me.
Oh.
And I feel like we do love Garcelle, but it's not doing it for me.
Okay. All right. Garcelle's green lipstick. Thank you for calling in.
Have a good one.
You too. And for those of you that are new to the channel, everyone's opinion matters here. You don't have to agree with me. You don't have to agree with the callers. You don't have to agree with each other. But we are respectful of everyone's opinion. But I mean, I always say it too about Garcelle. There's not a storyline in sight, but I still love her on the show. All right, enough of my talking. We're going to get to some more callers. I'm going to bring up Brooklyn Star next. What's going on, Brooklyn Star?
Hey, Mr. Worldwide.
You know what? What's going on?
I was over here making plates for my family, and then all of a sudden you came on, and they had to wait at least 10 to 15 minutes because I had to rewind because I couldn't believe what I was seeing. I love this community. You're the best thing that ever stumbled upon on YouTube. So I love being here.
Thank you.
What I was going to say is I didn't know that I love the dynamic duo of Garcelle and Kyle. Too bad that Kyle got on the winning team too late. But I like them together, and I love the assist from Sutton when Sutton was just like, who leaked it out? I loved it.
I
that was the best that they had all season. Yeah. I loved every minute of it. Crystal brother is very cute. I was getting a kiki from Patrick and Josh in the corner. I got I got it. They were flirting and everything until they realized they both were either plugs or outlets. I was done. I loved it. Okay. I loved it. I got it right away, and I still think it was funny. Um, Gar, Gar, Lisa with the cancer thing, she is pure evil. Like she is pure evil. Um, I love all of Lisa's rented clothes though. I really do, but she was giving, okay, if I'm wrong, doesn't Lisa is starting to look like the female gremlin? Like the more
Oh my
I
God,
kept,
you're right. I just pictured the female gremlin in my head.
she does. Like as
Hold
much
on.
as work she's getting, she's starting to look like the female gremlin, and that's all that was in my head every time I looked at her during that scene, and I just couldn't get over
Don't
it.
go
And
anywhere.
you know what I don't like is the microaggressions when it comes to Lisa. I do not like when others feel like when they are talking to Black women, all of a sudden they're speaking in words is not in their natural vocabulary, and I hate that. Like, I doubt that Lisa's going around saying she's shook, or the way she was talking to Garcelle, like, you have an attitude. She's talking in ways that I know she's not doing to other people that are not Black, and I don't like it at
Mm,
like it's just icky vibes. And those girls are guilty. They look guilty. The way they were trying to rush out that house was very guilty.
mm.
And I love the way that Kyle looked at them, stared them down at that table. I'm like, finally, you get a backbone. But I don't know if it's gonna say that relationship with Kathy, but I'm kind of glad that she did. Like,
Yeah.
and she knew the whole time that Erica leaked the information, and you still let her come to your house. That was so weird to me.
Because she's forever a producer. Brooklyn Star, thank
Yeah,
you for calling in. And here's
no
your
problem.
picture. Here's your picture of
She's just like that.
As soon as you said it, I pictured it and I was like, oh damn. All right. All right.
She does. No problem.
Thanks,
But enjoy
Brooklyn Star.
Mr. Worldwide.
Thank you. Bye. As soon as she said it, I said, wait a minute. All right, let me get to these other callers. We have quite a few people backstage. Again, everyone backstage, short and shady so that we can get to everyone today. All right? All right. Ashley, I'm going to bring you up next. What's going on, Ashley?
Hi, how are you?
Oh, well, how are you?
It is so great to see your face again, especially after seeing you on TV last night. You better go ahead. I see you. I
Thank
see
you.
you.
Thank you.
I haven't been here a long time, so I'm just gonna try my best to be super duper quick. The season was exhausting, but this past episode was literally amazing. The whole dynamic with Kyle and Kathy and that sister relationship. Renner is like a no-go because at the end of the day, that's Kyle's sister. So you need to mind yours because we're always gonna be family.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have my sister's back in front of everybody, and then when we get private, I make it, chew off her ear at the end of the day. But always remember, like, that's my sister. I'm gonna have her back regardless. So it felt good seeing Kyle actually stand up for one of her sisters a little bit because that's what you're supposed to do. My mother would roll over in her grave if she ever saw me not have my sister's back. And also, the only one who I feel like realized the sister dynamic was Garcelle because she has sisters.
And Crystal too.
Oh yeah, and Crystal. Thank you for that. Crystal too. She I ain't like that Michael comment last week. She run me over again.
Why'd you gotta bring it back up? We almost forgot.
I was like, tread lightly, sis. Tread lightly.
Just saying.
I can't. So like, cause always remember, it's like my issue with my sister is my issue with my sister. So you need to mind yours. Point blank. Period. Yeah. And Garcelle do be producing a lot, but at the end of the day, I don't mind it because she be keeping these women honest. So that's all I gotta say. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
and
Ashley.
I need to come back more. This new job be killing me. I can't even talk with y'all no more.
I know. I understand though, but we appreciate you making time. Take care.
Bye.
Bye. All right. We're going to get to some more callers. Again, I'm trying to get to everyone today. Short and shady. Let me bring up Miss Jennifer next. What's going on, Miss Jennifer?
Hey, Kempire, how are you doing?
Oh, well, how are you?
I'm fine. Kempire, I wanted to say this. I am not a starstruck person. I am not a I don't, you don't call me on the first of the month and ask me what bills can you pay. I don't care. But when I saw you on TV, I was like a proud mama. I was like, they're my boy. Kempire, that was so cool. And I'm glad you kept it a secret and gave us a little surprise. I just wanted to say that. And Lisa Rinna is doing microaggressions. She thought she was going to get angry Black woman from Garcelle.
and Garcelle always keeps it classy.
Yeah.
And Lisa, I believe that it's Lisa and Erica that leaked to the blogs, because we still don't know what was said.
Yeah.
It's like if she really said something that's going to cause you to get sick and die, what did she say? And so I just wanted to say that. And thank you, and keep going and keep going. And I listened to the Oprah interview.
Oh.
I watched it. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Yeah, you're going somewhere. You're going somewhere. Take me with you.
Thanks, Jennifer.
Bye-bye.
Take care. Again, thank you to our entire community. I wish I could say thank you to each and every one of you. I have felt the love. I have felt the support. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You need it in this business. This business is not easy. There are always someone around the corner trying to take you down. Oh, no.
Who gonna check me, boo?
Oh, my God. Anyways, Replay crew, I want to hear your thoughts on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion as well. Guys, don't forget our fall and autumn and Halloween inspired merch like this one, Team Kempire. And I think it says, I don't remember what it says on the back. It says like cite your sources or twerking on the fence. We have both. So be sure to check that out at houseofkempire.com. But as you know, proud sponsor of the channel, Coldest, always here by my side. I need it right now. You can get 10% off of your order when you use the discount code KEMP10 for 10% off. And head on over to Coldest because they don't just have water bottles, y'all. They have all the things. All the things. All right? Be sure to check them out. Coldest.com, KEMP10 for 10% off of your order. All right, let's get back to the callers. Excuse me. All right, Janelle's backstage. We're going to bring her up for a short and shady comment. What's going on, Janelle?
Bonjour. What's up, superstore? I see you. How are you? How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
I am fabulous, blessed, and highly favored. Okay, I'm gonna keep it short and shady. This is my biggest. This is gonna sound so silly. This is my biggest. What's the word? Take from it. Why on God green earth do they look better in the finale party than they did for that reunion?
Right?
Like I was just like, what? Like I agree with every other caller that's come before me. I agree with everything they had to say, but that was the one thing that was like, yo, why couldn't y'all have dressed like this during reunion? Because y'all look a mess.
Yeah.
And I hate saying it, but the best dress for the reunion was Erica and Kyle. And I like Kyle's fashion, but Erica was like, okay, this is an upgrade from last year because I don't know what you're doing with that baby doll pink dress, but leave the baby doll dresses for Crystal. But why y'all look better in this finale party? Was it the Princess Grace of it all? Was it because I don't know? But that's my comment. Congratulations on being on Real Housewives, and I'm gonna see you next time, Boo Boo Kitty.
Thank you, Janelle. Take care. See how Janelle did that? Short and shady. Short and shady. Guys, don't forget, subscribe to because my label on last night's episode was, podcaster. Look, I view myself as an entrepreneur. You can, even if they said YouTuber, because that was featured on our YouTube. But we do have a podcast, Kempire Radio. That's where it really all began. Kempire Radio. Be sure to check out some of our celebrity interviews there, past and present. Kempire Radio on all your favorite podcast platform, but also on YouTube. So subscribe to that as well if you haven't already. All right. Let me get to some more callers. And we hit our goal. So I'm going to drop the call-in link shortly for the general audience, and then we gotta go. All right, Norma, I'm gonna bring you up. Hold on, if I can find my mouse. Where did it go? There we go. Hold on. What's going on, Norma?
Hey, Kempire. Good morning. Congratulations. Oh, good morning, because I'm in LA. Good morning. Congratulations. I tried to send a super chat. It wouldn't go through.
It's okay.
But I'm gonna be short and okay. What Brooklyn said about who Lisa looks like, I think she looks like Madam Puppet. Google that. I think there's a false equivalency between what Erica is saying that Kathy needs to be accountable. First of all, Kathy is a friend of. She is not a diamond holder, so she shouldn't be held at the same standard. And what she said was off camera. If she hired lawyers to protect herself, that's to protect her image. I have nothing wrong with that. Now, Lisa Rinna. She has proven to be a racist. I'm sorry. She has attacked Star Jones, look it up, and Dionne Warwick when she was on the Celebrity Apprentice.
Mhm.
And Star Jones had to get the NBC people involved. How Lisa Rinna is still on NBC is beyond me because
She even
what
threatened
she
legal
did was,
action.
yeah. And I mean, for those that don't know, she posted a Twitter or an Instagram, I don't know what, of a picture of a gorilla mask and said Star Jones without a wig. That's awful.
Mhm.
And now for my last and shady thing, Rena suffers from Pinocchio syndrome. Every time she opens her mouth, her lips get fatter.
Mm.
Okay, laugh. That was a joke.
Look, I'm just distracted by Madam Puppet over here.
She looks like her, doesn't she?
She does. Now you guys coming up with all the people. All right. All right.
Love you. To much more success. Bye.
Thank you.
Ow, I can't do it. I can't do it, Janelle.
We got to leave that to Janelle.
I can't do it. I love her. Bye.
Bye. Right. All right. Let me get to these rest of these callers. Dewan, I'm going to bring you up next. What's going on, Dewan?
Hey, what's up, Kempire? Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I thought my TV was playing tricks on me last night. I'm like, what? Wait a minute. Rewind everything. Congratulations. So happy for you.
Thank you.
But just quickly, that part where Erica and Lisa are like, oh, was it in the paper? What blog? Wait, it wasn't in the paper. The press didn't. I was like guilty with that type of behavior, going back and forth, rambling between the words. One of them initiated and one of them followed through, and they're working together. As a previous caller alluded to, though, I'm liking this Kyle switch up. Yeah. I've never really been a big fan of Kyle, but to see her in this light, supporting her sister and, doing the active investigation, that's made me happy. And then also, two other quick points. I love the jewelry, last night and seeing, those expensive jewels draped on them. Dorit looked amazing, I thought. And then I also just put into perspective, I was like, oh, wow, I might can afford a Birkin. Because that thing was only $13,000. I was like, they aren't. Are we? I just feel like we're always under the illusion that Birkins are like $100,000, on the resale market.
Well,
I was like,
Kyle's
Birkin
was $60,000, but.
Okay. Well, I can get Garcelle's Birkin.
Yeah.
I appreciate it though very much.
All right, Dwan, thank you so much. He's gonna get himself a Birkin. When you get the Birkin, let me know and send a picture so we can look at it and go. All right, let's get to some more callers, guys. I did drop the calling link on Facebook, Twitch, Twitter, and on YouTube. I won't be dropping it again. So if you missed it, you missed it. Sorry. All right, because we already have a long line of people backstage. All right. Miss Esquire, I'm gonna bring you up. What's going on, Miss Esquire?
Hi, my liege, my lord, your grace. Oh my goodness. Let me tell you something. They could have chosen a whole bunch of different bloggers or podcasters or YouTubers to feature in last night's episode. I'm so happy they featured you because I think you have a very balanced, very fact intensive and respectful view of pop culture. I was like a proud auntie, even though you old enough to be my uncle. So congratulations to you, baby. No, uncle, like older cousin, uncle.
Oh, okay.
I ain't no spring chicken, but I was very, 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 very proud of you. Let me say this: I love Garcelle and Sutton, and they are closer to the cross than I will ever be. Because I would have let Kyle behind sit out there and drown, baby. I would not have opened my mouth because these are the women that you have been vouching for years. These are the women that you have sat there and watched disrespect Sutton, disrespect Garcelle, and I would have let you sit there and have to rumble with your friends who have now turned on you. The assassins that you know them to be, I would have sat there and just ate popcorn and watched the show. So Garcelle and Sutton are better than I will ever be, because what I remembered in watching this was what happened with LVP. And I remember a very specific thing that someone said during that whole scandal, which is when something leaks to the press, you have to think about who has the most to gain from it. That is PR 101. And that is why Kyle knew, even without her sources that she was citing, cute for her, we do that over here. But even without her citing to sources, she knew who has the most to gain from this. She's played this game before. Now the game is turning on her. I'm not going to say I'm happy to see it because I never want to see a family be affected in this way. way, but I also did not feel like she deserved the defense, so to speak, that Garcelle and Sutton gave her. Because without Garcelle and Sutton, you're not having this conversation at this event in this very direct, very blunt, very grown woman way.
Yeah.
Also, let me tell you something when it comes to Lisa Rinna. I'm very Whitney Houston to that situation. I have nothing for this woman. She is evil. She is a miserable clone of a person. I cannot stand her. I don't understand how somebody's not beat the brakes off of Lisa Rinna. I really don't. Because between you basically agitating a relationship that you know has very deep fissures in it between Kyle and Kathy to no end. My whole thing is, I'm trying to be short, I really am. I'm going to finish up. But my whole thing with Lisa Rinna is Kathy did not unfortunately bore the brunt of Kathy's word vomit. Kathy did not harm you at all. She may have harmed these other ladies in ways that you won't tell us. So again, it does not matter. It did not happen. The person she harmed the most in that situation was Kyle. If Kyle can forgive her, you have no business dragging this on and creating more fissures. It is an evil thing to do. It is a vindictive thing to do. And I don't care if your mama died yesterday or today. That is no excuse for you being that vile to somebody else. Shame on her. And when it comes to Erica, I'm going to tell you like this, like Aretha Franklin said, I don't see it for Erica. I don't understand Erica. It ain't no way. I'm very much Aretha Franklin to her. It ain't no way I'm getting on Erica's side. So that's how I feel about all of them. I agree with my homegirl, Brooklyn Star, whoever just said it. These should have been the reunion looks. Yeah. These absolutely should have been the reunion looks. Even Diana, New Money, Madam Jenkins, who I don't like, she did look good, honey, in that red. Love you, Kempire. So proud of you.
Thank you, Miss Esquire. You guys are so hilarious. All right. We have a long line of folks backstage. Short and shady. All right. Zoe, I'm going to bring you up next. What's going on, Zoe? Zoe? You're muted.
Hi, Kempire. How you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good. Long time no see.
I know.
Okay, I am going to talk about someone that nobody talks about, and that is Dorit. I feel like the girl missed an opportunity. Did you catch that scene when she whispers to Carl and says, I don't think it's smart for you to bring it up. I'm like, girl, dumb. This is a perfect time for you to hop on this mess and take Carl's side and divide the group. Carl, Dorit, Garcelle, and Sutton versus Rinna and Erica. But no, the girl is too dizzy to figure it out. And then she has the balls, Kempire, to go on the confession and say, I'm used to being on an island on my own. Girl, the only time you were ever on an island on your own is when you were Drake. That was season 1. And after that, you became dizzy and stupid. And you're always looking for someone to have your back. You are dumb. Hopefully, your stupid booting will figure it out at the reunion and be on the right side for once in your bang, 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 no swearing at Kempire. So fill the missing bag your entire life because damn, she's like Sheree from Atlanta, always losing opportunity to be great. The girl is dumb. Garcelle is a girl that we need. She is the queen of keeping everybody accountable. She does not care who it is, when it is, she will call you out. If I had to pick a friend, Garcelle will be my friend because I know she speaks the truth. And guess what? Did you guys notice that Sheree was there? Garcelle's friend, Westman's ex-wife. For 5 minutes, I showed her face. I'm like, you're still here? You were invited?
She's not at the reunion. She's not at the reunion.
Thank God she didn't even speak because what was the point? Other than that, Kempire, I love you. Congrats on everything. Night.
Take care. Thanks, Zoe. Okay. All right. I'm going to bring up Easter next. Hold on. What's going on, Easter? What's your short and shady comment?
Hi, Kempire. Can you hear me?
Yes. Can you hear me?
I just want to give you your roses. I was so excited when I saw your face last night. You need to be on primetime TV, just not that one little 30-second skit or whatnot. But I I really do think that crying Kyle, like I said once before, she made for good TV last night. She kind of sort of stood up for her sister, not in the way that I think that she should have. She should have stood her ground a little bit more. But yes, I did like that crying Kyle last night. And why hasn't anyone said anything to Lisa Rinna needing some type of crisis counseling for all the times that she has just went crazy about anything else that she says that has to do with her mother, which is just, her trying to get some type of extra scene. But I love seeing your face last night. I'm going to keep it short and sweet because everybody else said everything that I wanted to say, but I had to give you your bouquet of flowers.
Thank you so much, Easter. We appreciate you.
You're welcome. Have a good one, love.
You too. Bye. All right. Let's go. Okay, we have a long line. All right. Robin, I'm going to bring you up next. Hold on. What's going on, Robin?
Hey, Kempire community. Really quickly. Kempire, I hope that you were soaking it all in. It's not just that you were on TV. You were us on TV, because when we get together on these lives and we talk to each other, we are so connected, and we're celebrating that.
Amen.
And I don't watch, and shout out to Rakita, because if it wasn't for her, I wouldn't have seen it, because I don't watch the Housewives. I'd like to ask a favor. If we would consider instituting it for maybe Tuesday takeover, short and shady. Emphasis on short, extra points for shady.
Okay. All right.
I'll see if I can't come up with a point system. See you later.
Thanks, Robin. All right. Okay, there we go. All right. We have a very long line. Guys, you're just joining us. We're talking about the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills Season 12 finale. If you're part of the replay crew, as always, I want to know your thoughts on this episode. How you rate this episode, how you rate the season. What did you think about the ladies? Who would you bring back? Who would you not bring back for next season? You already know who I would bring back for next season, who I would not. All right. Let me just say thank you. We had quite a few super chats as well. If I missed your super chat, I apologize. It is definitely not intentional. It's just a lot of people today, and I appreciate your support of the channel. As entrepreneurs, this is how we make our living. Thank you for supporting me on this journey. Semhar, thank you so much for the super chat. Sorry. Semhar says, what about Dorito whispering in Kyle's ear? I felt like very much like what the caller said. I was like, no, they need to keep going. Dorito, but I get it. Dorito is like, no, this has real life effects for your relationship with Kathy. The more you talk about this, the more it gets worse for you in your relationship with Kathy. So I get why she was just like, let's squash this. Vanessa, thank you so much for the super chat. She said, saw you on the show. Did you get a check? I will never reveal how I made my money. Okay. Vanessa, Nia, thank you so much for the super chat. Nia says, let's be honest. Kathy wanted to squash this because they were saying she was saying slurs, like racial and homophobic slurs. That is such a serious topic, especially when it's about her. Of course. And that's why I'm sort of like, if that is the case, and the fact that Lisa would say that she's saying that and it didn't happen, that makes it even more serious. Okay? Natural, thank you so much for the super chat. Natural says, congratulations, Kempire. I was so excited to see you on RHOBH, and I feel that Kyle knew Lisa and Erica was not her true friends, and they confirmed it on last night's show. Agreed. Natural Lux Diva, thank you so much for the super chat. We appreciate you as well. Natural Lux, did you appreciate the Birkins? Because I see you like your fashion, so just saying. All right. Let's get to the callers. I cannot promise that I'll be able to get to all the callers, guys, because I do have other stories to cover, and I have to rewatch the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City episode, and we will be recapping that at 5:30, and my voice is getting a lot right now, all of this talking. All right, let's go. Freddie's backstage. We're going to bring Freddie up. Hold on. What's going on, Freddie?
Hey, Kempire.
How are you?
Good to be on as always. Oh my gosh, I like this episode. The Birkin show was great. Garcelle finally got her first Birkin. So for me, that was really, really good news.
Yeah.
I mean, banana yellow, but good for her. Dorito, at this stage, my attitude is she's just pointless on the show. I mean, they don't have much money. She doesn't even own 50% of her house as shown in court documents. So, I mean, and she was just she didn't do anything that was helpful. She didn't say anything to Lisa Rinna. She just didn't get involved. She just whispered, "Oh, why did you do anything?" With Lisa Rinna, what I really didn't like about her is she was trying to make out that Garcelle was being sort of very difficult. And what did she say? She used the word something like aggressive or agitating.
No, she said your attitude.
Attitude, exactly.
Mm.
But Lisa Rinna was the only one that was acting like a psycho with a bad attitude, I found in that scene. And then my other point was, what else did they have? At the dinner, the other thing that really struck me is how when Erica said, you know, your sister wants to get her revenge on you, and Rinna chimes in and is like, yeah, exactly. You know, they're both, you can tell, very much in cahoots. They very much want to sort of more or less try and brainwash Kyle into seeing their narrative, because Rinna is the one that's jealous of the Hiltons and Kyle, and that's why she wants to cause a divide. And I'm happy that Kyle did call out Erica and say that, you know, it was her publicist. And Bravo actually exposed that for us by showing that the publicist was sort of looking and talking and going, oh, we need to get this down. So I was pleased to see that.
All right, Freddie, thank you so much for calling in.
Yeah, good to speak to you. Bye.
You too. Take care. Yeah, I mean, there's so much to this episode that we haven't even gotten into, but that is true. They do call out the publicist in that moment. That's why I was like, the publicist is not innocent. And publicists, they don't care if they represent the same person. They get in trouble all the time for representing the same person, but showing favoritism for whatever reason. Is this publicist still a publicist for Nikki? Probably. They know the business. They understand the business. And maybe this is not the direct publicist anymore. Who knows? All right, let me get to these callers. Mel, I'm going to bring you up next. What's going on, Mel?
Hey, Kempire, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing good. You know what I wanted to say? First up, I want to say for me, the best part of the episode last night was actually when you surprised us and you popped up there. I had to call in today. Had to. It was like, oh my God, look at Kempire. Yeah. So I love that part. That was really good.
Thank you.
You know what, for me as a caller this year, and again, I won't go into details, it was sort of weird because I just never saw anything in my life. When we was watching Potomac a couple of years ago and the girls was fighting, that was the most toxic season ever. But yet people called in and gave their opinion. It was not as flattering, but it was what it was. This year, as a caller, when you called in, you never knew if the people were watching from Beverly Hills or they were, monitoring things or whatever. So I think for me, just this season itself changed the game. It made it a little more toxic, a little more darker. I didn't enjoy it at a certain point because of how sometimes the cast were with some of the viewers in some parts. Last night episode, I probably give it a 4. I'm hoping the reunion will be a little more detailed. But again, you know what? For me, again, the best part, in an odd way, was you popping up. I was like, okay, this is a joy. So that was a good thing. Everything else sort of went in one ear and out the other because it felt like we were in Amsterdam a couple of years ago. So this whole idea of the sisters, being under attack from Lisa Rinna is like so done and so old and so stale that I'm like, I just sort of checked out. But again, I'm just happy that I saw you up there and a couple other people that I like from YouTube. It was a surprise. It was a total surprise.
Thank you, Mel, for calling in.
Had to.
Take care. All right, everyone else, if we're going to get to everyone, be short and shady, and we're going to wrap this up. Thank you all for being here. If you haven't already, we have quite a few people here, over 2,000 people watching. Be sure to like this video. Be sure to tap your screens on TikTok. We appreciate you guys watching from behind the scenes. At this point, I'm ready for lunch. I don't know about anyone else, but I am. All right, some of you, your lunch break is over and you got to go. I get it. Let's get to these rest of these callers. Tawana, I'm going to bring you up for a short and shady comment. Hold on. What's going on, Tawana?
Hi, Kim.
How are you?
I'm doing good. Congratulations on making your appearance last night.
Thank you.
So proud of you. So, number one, Garcelle's for the people. She was saying everything.
Uh-oh. We lost you, Tawana. Uh-oh. Tawana, they're not trying to make you be great today, Tawana. I can't even hear you anymore. Tawana, drop out and call back in. I don't know what happened. Natural Lux, I'm going to bring you up next. Hold on. What's going on, Natural Lux?
Oh, my God. Hi. How
Hey.
you doing? Hi.
I'm well. How are you?
I'm wonderful. First of all, just like everybody else, when I saw you on the screen, and I have a big screen, and you were there in living color, and I just want to say congratulations. I've told you, I've written before. I said you have that it factor, and you just got to get used to us celebrating you because when you become not if but when you become bigger, you got to get used to it. So
Thank
you're
you.
doing it, and we're so proud of you. I feel like everybody else. But anyway, I just wanted to say, Carol is now beginning to see, and I think she always suspected because it's no secret that Lisa and Erica was behind the breakup of Kyle and LBK. I love you. And the same thing with Garcelle. She tried to turn them against the other ones. Now Kyle is beginning to see she's not playing the game anymore, so she's beginning to see the true them. Lisa Rinna is evil. I don't know if you remember, but I read that she tried to prevent Nicolette Sheridan from being on
Oh,
the Beverly Hills Housewives. That's her husband's second wife. You remember?
yes.
And she is evil. She's done a lot of things. But okay, so to make it shorter, I believe a lot of the stuff is going to come out in the reunion. Uh, Lisa is waiting for that. She's hoping that, and there may be homo sexual slurs as well as racial. And I think she's hoping that Andy will see Kathy in a bad way, as well as maybe Garcelle and people of color. But listen, Lisa is evil. I don't think it's going to change my opinion. I don't like it. Maybe Kathy needs to learn, self control. But Lisa is behind it, and I just want to say I can't wait to see the reunion because, just like Andy said, it was really bad. They didn't even take a picture together. You might have said that, but he
Yeah.
mentioned something last night.
Yeah, they didn't take a group shot together at the end of it. That's how
Yeah.
bad it was.
So yeah, so I like the show. I think it was amazing last night, and you're right. They should have had on last night's outfits for the reunion. Thank you so much, Kempire. You
Thank
take it
you.
easy.
You
We love you.
too.
We're praying for you.
Thank you so much. Take care. All right. Again, guys, I appreciate all of the love. All of the love. I'm going to take these last couple of callers. I know we have quite a few people, but I just can't. I don't have the capacity today between my voice, between other things that I got to do. So I'm going to take a couple more callers and then I'm going to wrap it up. I'm going to see if we can hear Tawana yet. Tawana, are you there?
Yes.
There
Can
we
you
go.
hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I'm back. Great. Okay, so Garcelle's for the people. She got the party started last night and she was holding on. I feel like if anybody on Bravo deserved 2 million, it's Garcelle because she is working hard. I was happy with Sutton too. Sutton turned up the heat last night. She wasn't shy and timid
Nope.
because Erica and Lisa was running for the door when it got heated.
Yep.
And Sutton stopped them dead in their tracks to say, hey, like, which one of y'all been doing this? Erica is a liar, saying she don't know how to leak stuff to the press. She got 300 lawsuits against her. I know the press is blowing her phone up every week asking her for comments, so you know how to get in touch with the press because they calling you. Lisa is so annoying. I don't want her to leave because I want to see her get taken down. I want to see her finally get what she deserves. But she is annoying, and I now understand why her husband is always gone and making 50 Hallmark movies a year because I couldn't imagine having to live with her.
Tawana, okay.
But this season was really good. Last night was the best episode this season, and I'll see you later
Thank you,
at
Tawana.
5:30
Yes,
for Salt
ma'am.
Lake.
Yes, ma'am.
Bye.
Bye, Tawana. All right, I'm gonna take only one more caller, guys. I apologize to everyone that's waiting backstage. Like I said, I really try to take all of the callers, but today, first of all, I appreciate all the love and everyone being here for our Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion. But I have other things I gotta do. We've been live almost 2 hours, so let me just take Katamin. Katamin's gonna be the last caller. What's going on, Katamin?
Hi, so sorry. The last one.
Pressure.
Anyways, yeah. So, anyways, I'm gonna make it very short and sweet. But Kyle, all I have to say is I see why Kim and Kathy do not have that relationship that should be there with Kyle because she literally throws her sisters behind the bus. And what I don't like is how she cries to get her excuse from the actual problem. She doesn't, when people see themselves as the victim, it takes them away from actually taking responsibility of their actions. And I see why people can't stand Kyle because I have to say she has no loyalty. And by last episode and this episode, I wish she pushed a little bit harder. It got to the point where Garcelle and Crystal were like, no, you need to do something.
Yeah.
And I don't mean to be funny, but I need Rena to get off my screen. I need to get her off my screen. I mean, at least Erica is an open double. She's honest. But I'm tired. But I'm happy for you. Also, I saw you and I was so happy for you. But that's it. Bye.
Thank you, Kataman. Take care. Bye. All right. Hold on. Okay. Let me just switch this out, guys. First of all, again, thank you to everyone that called in. I apologize we weren't able to get to everyone. We always try to get to all of the callers, but just time-wise, I don't have the time today. Thank you all for the love. Thank you for all of the support in regards to, if you blink, you miss me. But it's okay. It's all right. I was featured on the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills finale. Supposedly, according to Andy Cohen, the Real Housewives of Beverly Hills reunion trailer should be dropping today. So stay tuned. I probably will have a pre-recorded review of that. So stay tuned for that. At 5:30, we will be live for the Real Housewives of Salt Lake City reunion. Let me say thank you. We had quite a few super chats as well. If I missed your super chat, please understand it was not intentional. We had a lot of people in the live chat. Thank you to everyone that sends in Cash App, PayPal, Venmos, all of that. Any way that you guys try to support my business, and this is my business, I appreciate it. So even liking, viewing, being a subscriber, sharing me with your friends, family, and your husbands, I appreciate it. All right. Sage, thank you so much for the super chat. Sage says, giving Kempire all the flowers today. Thank you, Sage. Appreciate that. Sheila, thank you so much for the super chat. Sheila says, flowers for you, for our star. We love you. Thank you so much, Sheila. And thank you, Diana. Thank you, Diana, for the super chat. Diana says, shout out to my girl, sister on the move, for not missing a beat and rocking this chat. Yes, shout out to our moderators. Guys, don't forget to say hello. Thank you to our moderators. This is a thankless job, and we have such a busy live chat. So thank you to all of our moderators. Thank you to our Team Kempire and Royal Court members. If you would like to become a member of the channel, you don't have to, but head on over to teamkempire.com/join for your opportunity to be a member of the channel. There are all kinds of emojis, perks, all the things. Be sure to check that out at teamkempire.com/join. Or if you're watching from YouTube, just click the join button. All right, y'all, I'm going to get out of here. Thank you all for being here. Don't forget to like the video on your way out. And you know how we do. If you're new to the channel, we play our music on our way out of the channel. All right. So let me play this. Like the video, guys. Subscribe to the channel. Like us on Facebook.
Like a G, sipping Hennessy, President Sweet, looking like young Barack Obama. Skipping to the beat, giving her the heat. I'ma need a seat, just count up all these dots in commas. I think it's evident I'm the better man, I'm the jam. I'ma have you crushing like a four-wheel monster. Who you know who looking like this for real? Who you know who looking like this? Baby, baby, won't you listen to me? I got that flavor. I know you're dying to feed. I ain't no dancer, just got some hip in my feet. Now throw your hands up. Ooh, you bring the lighter. I got the fuse. You make a fire. I'll add the fuel. Follow my lead. Just watch your shoes. Gotta turn the heat up to get this cool. Sipping Chardonnay on the balcony, looking like a young Elvis Presley. I've been overseas, I've been underneath, I ain't never seen nothing like a prison 12 o'clock. I don't know nobody looking like that, I don't know nobody looking like that. I don't know nobody looking like that, I don't know nobody looking like that. Baby, baby, won't you listen to me? I got that flavor, I know you're dying to feed. I ain't some hip in my feet. Now throw your hands